as the fireworks go off. Thank you for tuning in to Fox Valley Television for your Illinois high school football fix. Tonight, the Plano Reapers host the Kaneland Knights here at Reaper Field. The Reapers are hoping for a win tonight to bring their conference record up to 2-2 at an even 500. A night victory, and they will be 3-1, keeping pace with the likes of Morris, Sycamore, LaSalle, Peru, all undefeated in the Interstate 8 race. I am Jim Nowak here in the Fox Valley Television booth, providing tonight's action. September 23rd was the first official day of fall, but the recent rainfall and cooler temperatures have made an imprint on the latter part of this week. I would bet that's a welcome change for the players from the heat and humidity of earlier this week. Temps are in the 50s, and the wind does not seem to be too much of a factor so far tonight. The Reapers are looking for an offensive spark tonight. In their first 5 games, they have only posted a total of 42 points. Coach Rick Punk's team is a balanced attack on offense, but he's looking for even more yards on the ground as well as through the air. The defense has been opportunistic with 5 interceptions so far, and the Reapers are hopeful they can continue to add to that total tonight. The Knights have scored 42 points in their previous 4 wins. Their passing attack and experienced offensive line will need to be in sync to post their 5th victory tonight. The Knight defense has been solid throughout the year, and they are looking to take advantage of any Reaper miscues. Looks like we're almost ready for action as the teams are lining up for the kick. Number 3, Max Gagne, as well as number 9, Colton Dahl, back for the Knights. And away we go. Ball is kicked, received at the 10, moved up to the 15, up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and he almost breaks it further, and will be tackled about the 38-yard line. Looks like that was number 9, Colton Dahl, with a big return of about 28 yards. Where Kaneland will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. A great kickoff return. Colton Dahl with some speed going to his left and almost taking it down the sidelines for 6. Kaneland comes out in the Raider-like uniforms with white jerseys, silver helmets. Out of the shotgun. Ball is snapped. Handoff up the middle. Looks like it'll be about a 6-yard gain for number 24, Jack McIntyre. And the Knights are off and running. Looks like that was a gain of 4 where it's officially spotted, and it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Knights. Number 1, Joe Smith, out of the shotgun at quarterback. Ball snap handed off again to number 24, McIntyre, who moves the pile, gets to the 2nd level, and is very close to a 1st down. We'll see where that's spotted. Looks like they will be moving the chain, so that will be a Kaneland 1st down, as the Knights are now up at the 47-yard line. Almost at midfield. 2 quick plays for the Knights have gotten them a quick 1st down. Smith out of the gun. Some movement by the Reapers, but they moved back in time out of a 3-4 stance with some linebackers creeping up. Smith looks to his right, has nowhere to go. He has to run to his left. He's looking for his receiver deep. Passes underthrown and just off the hands of the wide receiver. That might have been Colton Dahl, if I recall correctly. That's number 9. Yes, Colton Dahl. Decent coverage. Ball was slightly underthrown. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Knights. Just underway at Reaper Field. Fox Valley Television welcoming you to some Illinois high school football action. Out of the gun. Ball's handoff at the middle. McIntyre goes to his left, and there's a flag, and the play is called dead. We'll see what the official, Bob Gibbert.
Encroachment, number 59 on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
As he adjudicates as to say that was a 5-yard jump by the Reapers. There was contact, so encroachment is the call. A free 5 yards for the Knights. Bring up 2nd and 5, 2nd and short for the Knights as they're on the positive side of the field the first time they are on the Plano side of the field. Trips left, ball's handed off to McIntyre up the middle. He goes to his right and is met by 3 purple-shirted Reapers for a minimal gain. We'll see where that's spotted. Navarez on the tackle. Looks like they're about 3 yards short. We'll see what they dial up here. Smith out of the gun. Hands off to McIntyre. Gets to the second level. And we'll have enough for the first down as he gets down to the Reaper 41-yard line. The ground game and the Knight offensive line establishing their will early. And the Knights moving the ball effectively on their first drive. First and 10 at the 41. Senior Joe Smith in the gun. Number 24, Jack McIntyre to his left. Out of the snap. He rolls, he throws deep. It's a 50-50 ball, and it's defended well, as the intended target was Sam Gain. Covered very well by number 25, Ray Jones. 50-50 ball. Gain had the position, but it was knocked down. Brings up 2nd and 10. Smith thinking end zone early after they've been opening up the defense with the run game so far. 2nd and 10 from the 41. McIntyre goes in motion. 5 out, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Smith looks and dumps off a screen to number 3. Gagne, who breaks to his right, and he has distance. He may go the distance. He's into the 10 to the 5, and he hits pay dirt for a touchdown for the Knights. There is no flag on the field, and it's a touchdown, and it's early 6-0 Kaneland Knight lead. That's a 37-yard touchdown pass from Smith, and a quick score for the Knights. Looks like number 2, Metarangas, comes on for the extra point for the Knights. Number 24, Jack McIntyre with the hold. The kick is up and true. The extra point is good. And quickly it is 7-0 Knights with 9:03 left in the first quarter. Plano offense will have a chance to come out and respond to that touchdown, as the Knights will be kicking off from the south end zone. Quick note, the Plano sophomore team did lose a heartbreaker in overtime to the Kaneland Knights sophomore team, 24-18 in overtime earlier this evening. As we wait for kickoff, there's lots of energy in the stadium. Stands are full of purple-clad Reaper fans, Reaper Nation here, as well as it looks like the Kaneland Knights fans traveled well, and the stands on the opposite side of the field are pretty well occupied as well. Looks like number 3, Alex Perret, is back. Looks like number 2, Matarangas, for the Knights will be kicking off. .903 in the first half. Quick score by the Knights. Have them leading 7-0. Ball's kicked. He gets back. Caught by number 3 and bobbled. Held on by Perret. He goes to his right. Looks like he left some space where he's tackled quickly. Good special teams play there by number 46, Dylan Calabrese, as he tackles him. We'll see where that ball is marked, as the Reapers will come out for their first possession of the evening. Looks like it'll be the 24-yard line is where that's spotted, where they will start 1st and 10. Reapers come out, shotgun set, Wide receiver in motion. Ball's bobbled, handed off, right up the middle, where there's 4 white shirted jerseys. Looks like that was number 7, Giffney with the tackle. Minimal gain on that run. Looks like that was number 34, Tony Lisea, team's leading rusher. Looks like that was no gain. And it will be 2nd and 10. Looks like that's Lisea to the right and Alex Velasquez in quarterback. Ball snap, pitched out to Lisea as he runs to his right, getting pushed out and not going very far with not a lot of space to run down the line. Looks like that will be stopped for a loss. Looks like that was Eric Turan with the stop. It'll bring up 3rd down and long from the 21-yard line. And we'll see what Coach Rick Ponks has for the Reapers on 3rd and long. Coming in is number 2, Velasquez with the play. Relaying the play to the troops, and they're lining up for this 3rd and long attempt. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Velasquez out of the shotgun. Ball snapped, looks to his right. He's pressured. He's got no place to go, and he is sacked. Let's see where that'll be. Inside the 5-yard line, maybe even maybe the 10-yard line. He had no place to go where the Knight defense was all over him there. That was Ian Deal was one of the 2 tacklers in there. Dropping him for a quick loss of another 10 yards. It'll be 4th and 21, and the Reapers will have to punt. Deep for the Knights is number 3, Max Gagney. The Reapers let the punt. It's a high snap. Kick is off. Good enough to roll. It's a very positive Reaper roll. Is it'll roll past the 30 to the 42-yard line where it is downed. Punt of about 35-yard lines. That was down by number 36, Ced Pareda. And the Knights with a good defensive stop and a 3 and out will start in great field position at the 41-yard line of the Reapers. Short field will be a tough task for the Reaper defense. Smith out of the shotgun solo this time. Ball is snapped. Does a quick throw to his left to number 9, Colton Dahl, who gets pushed out of bounds with a decent gain. Number 25, Ray Jones with another tackle, pushes him out of bounds. And that'll be a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Knights. Knights line up 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Spread offense. Joe looking to his left. Joe Smith, that is. Ball's passed out of bounds as Colton Dahl gets up a little gingerly on that right ankle, but has enough of a reception for a 1st down. His 3rd reception of the evening. And the Knights have another 1st down. 6 minutes and 13 seconds left in the 1st quarter. 7-0 Knights. Ball's handed up the middle. Looks like that's McIntyre. Looks like he will gain 3 or 4 yards. Bring up 2nd and 7. Looks like that was number 42, the starting linebacker, Eric Navarez with the tackle. Senior starting linebacker. Knights seem to have a solid flow of passing as well as rushing. Offense seems very fluid as they put 2 running backs in the backfield. Ball's handed off again to McIntyre, who's met by 3 purple-shirted Reapers for a minimal gain. Looks like they tried to use Trevor Carlson as a fullback for some blocking. Reapers had no part of that and quickly stopped him for a minimal gain. Bring up 3rd and 5, and we'll see if the Reaper defense can hold up, and the Knights will have a chance for 3, or if they'll get a first down and continue marching down the field. Out of the shotgun, ball's handed off to McGuire again. He gets to the second level. Does he have enough for the first down? We'll see where that is marked. Looks like the referees are waving him along, so that will be enough for a first down. Another run by McIntyre. And it's another first down and 10 for the Knights. Out of the gun. More ground and pound as it's handed to McIntyre. He gets down, and maybe enough for a first down. We'll see where that's marked. Reaper tackle by number 18, Drew Miller. First and goal, enough for McIntyre to get another first down, as the Knights have been moving the ball with ease so far. Inside the red zone for the first time this evening. It'll be first and goal from the 7. McIntyre to the right of Smith. Ball snapped. Fake handoff. Smith runs to his right. Tries to dump it off to one of his tight ends. Gets that to number 10, Trevor Carlson, for a minimal gain, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Play action and a rollout did not get them what they were looking for, which was pay dirt, but gets them closer as they are second and goal from the 4-yard line. Knights offensive line keeping Smith upright and giving him time to roll out as well as look down the field. Fumbled snap. Smith takes it up the middle, goes 4 yards for a quick touchdown on the drop. He picks it up and runs, scampers in 4 yards, hits pay dirt as that is touchdown number 2 for Smith. 1 through the air, 1 on the ground. And quickly it is 13-0 Knights, and the Reaper fans are somewhat quiet from the quick onslaught of offense. It's like number 2, Matarangas, comes in for the extra point. Ball snap. Kick is up and good.
And it's good. 3:15 left in the first quarter.
With 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter, Knights have been flexing their muscles quickly and scoring at will so far, leading 14-0. We will see if the Plano Reapers have an answer on offense after this kickoff. While we have a second, a quick thank you to Derek, Will, and Gavin, Kaneland High School fans that helped advise some of the starters for tonight's game. So shout out to them and thank you for your help. Always appreciated. It's like number 2, Matarangas, who already has 2 extra points tonight, will have another kickoff. Looks like it'll be number 3, Angel Pere, as well as another Reaper back for the kickoff. Looks like that was number 36, said Pareda. And there's the kick. Looks like there's some miscommunication there, and the ball is loose. It's a quick scramble, and we'll see what happens with the referees go when the dust settles. It looks like they're going to still say it's Reaper's ball. Looks that might have been number 34, Tony Lisea, who did fumble the ball as well as get his own recovery. The Reapers will take their second possession at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Number 2, Alex Velasquez, comes out for quarterback, as the Reapers have used multiple quarterbacks so far this year. Velasquez out of the gun, gets the snap, hands off to Lisea, who has nowhere to go, where he is met by 3 to 4 white-shirted Knights just waiting for him. Looks like that was number 58, one of the team captains tonight, Sam Pryor, with the tackle. Looks like that was for a loss of 2 yards, bringing up 2nd and 12. First year coach Rick Ponce is more defensive minded, but hoping that the team can get some offensive momentum going this evening. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball snapped. Velasquez dumps off to his wide receiver, and the ball is bobbled and dropped. Intended receiver was number 11, Josh Padilla. Incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 3rd and long.
On the coverage was number 10, Carlson. Brings up 3rd down, Plano.
The Kaneland Knight defensive line has so far been dominating the Reaper offensive line, giving Velasquez minimal time, as well as Tony Lasea, running back, very little room to run. He lines up 3 to the left this time, 1 to the right, spread. Showing blitz are the Knights. Ball is thrown quickly. Velasquez could not get his feet planted, overshoots his receiver at the 50-yard line. Looks like that was intended receiver was Cameron Williams, as he overshoots number 13, Cameron Williams. And that'll bring up 4th down is another 3 and out for the Reapers. Good pressure by the Knights. They broke through and sent more than they could cover. Looked like they sent at least 6.
82 Martinez set the
Turning the Reapers after punt, it looks like number 82 Martinez comes in to kick. Number 3 Max Gain is back for the punt at midfield. Ball snap. Kick is up. Good pressure. He barely got that one off. Caught by Gain at the 50. He goes to his right to the 45, down to the 40, and slips and loses his own balance. Could have been a big gain. Lost his balance, and he's down at the 40-yard line. But great field position yet again for the Knights. Looks like that was number 54, Cameron Ward, one of the Reaper captains, to tap him on the shoulder for the easiest tackle he'll probably have this evening. Looks like it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of the Reapers. Again, great field position, and short field for the Knights is making it relatively easy work so far on offense, and very difficult work for the Reapers as they line up 4 across the line and drop back a couple of running full linebackers. Ball is dumped off to number 11. A quick slant to Grant Grabowski. Looks like he will gain about a 15 yards there, so that'll bring it up to the 25-yard line. Quick 15-yard slant. 1st and 10 Knights once again. And their offense is on the move yet again. Reaper defense hasn't even had a chance to catch their breath, and the Knights are moving the ball again. Reapers line up in a 3-4 with some blitzing linebackers. McIntyre is caught this time for minimal gain. Looks like that was number 59, junior Sam McCormick with the tackle. Short gain for the Knights. Cool evening here at Reaper Field in Plano, Illinois. A little chill in the air from the heat that was earlier here this week. Heat and humidity, high humidity earlier this week. Much cooler temperatures. Very welcome by the football fans, probably by the players, probably not so much by the fans as it's chilly in the stands. Smith goes back and dumps it off to number 3, Gagne, who's going to beat the defense with his speed, although he fumbles when he gets through the end zone, but he lands on his own fumble, and it is a touchdown. That's another touchdown as it's a 24-yard pass play from Smith to Max Gain, and that is a touchdown, the 3rd touchdown for the Knights, extending the lead to 20-0. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for the Knights. On the kick is Matarangas. Snap to McIntyre, kick is up. And like we've seen before, that extra point is good. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for the Knights. Kaneland is having their way with their offense and hoping that Plano can respond with an offensive set here to slow down the Kaneland explosive offense, give the defense a little rest. And if Plano can get some first downs, they can march down the field and have a response for the strong Kaneland offense so far. Back for the kick is Sebastian Estrada, number 80, and number 3, Angel Pere. Marangas from the south side of the field, kicking to the north. We'll see if the Reapers have an answer for the 3 unanswered touchdowns so far from the Knights. Ball is up, and that's Pere from the 5-yard line. He takes it out to the 20, where he's met by 4 to 5 Knights. Looks like that was number 10, Trevor Carlson, and number 36, Connor Collins as well. 1st and 20. Check that, 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line for the Reapers. Hoping to get a spark to this offense. As they line up 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Lots of shifting between the receivers on the right. Looks like they put one in tight end motion, actually. So 2 on left, 2 on right. Quick slant. Looks like that is from Velasquez. It looks like that's to number 13, Cameron Williams, for a short gain. As we're under 30 seconds for the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 5, and we'll see if the Reapers have another play in the first quarter, if that might be in the books. Coach Ponce might say, hey, let's give them a breath of fresh air here, because the defense has been running hard and can use the break. And they're going to do just that, as there's 4 seconds left in the first quarter. And a quick first quarter dominated by the Kaneland Knights, as they put up 3 touchdowns, 2 through the air, 1 through the ground, and lead 21-0 after the first quarter. Fox Valley Television will be back after this break. Welcome back to Fox Valley Television, second quarter action. Kaneland Knights up 21-0 quickly on the Reapers, as it's 2nd and 5 from the Reaper 26-yard line as we flip the field for the second quarter. Velasquez puts a runner in motion, hands the ball off for a sweep. Knights not fooled on that play. Looks like that was 34, Tony Lucia. Looks like that was number 58, Sam Pryor, with the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and long, as it's a couple of yard loss. It looks like a loss of 2. Be 3rd and 7, which the Reapers have been in too much today, 3rd and long so far. Hoping they can get a first down and get a fresh set of downs and get something rolling on offense. 3 wide receivers to Velasquez's right. Wide receiver in motion. Dumps it off to the oh, what a catch there as it was dumped off to a 1 wide receiver off the hands past 2 other Kaneland Knight defenders and caught by number 80, Sebastian Estrada. Exceptional concentration on that tip drill pass. It'll get them the first down. Maybe that's the spark they need to get this rolling as they got a completion, their first of the evening, and their first down as it's 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line with 11 minutes left in the first half. Last week, Alex Velasquez had 191 passing yards, so with just 1 completion so far, hoping to get some more this evening. Wide receiver in motion, ball's handed off. They go with a double reverse. It looks like that's to number 80, who looks like he has great pursuit by the Knights. That's number 80, Sebastian Estrada. Looks like that was number 7, Wilson Giffney, who was not too fooled on that. Looks like that will be a loss of 5 yards, moving them back to the 29-yard line as the Knights were not fooled on that play. Bringing up 2nd and 15. Reapers moving back instead of moving forward, having some struggles on offense tonight so far. Velasquez gets the call from the coach. Reapers come out. Knights shift their defense. 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and 3 backs here for the spread offense. Ball's handed off up the middle. Minimal gain. Looks like that was Licia again. Stopped by number 46, Dylan Calabrese. No gain on that. Brings up 3rd and 15. The Reapers are in the same hole that they've been in the first 2 possessions of the night. Let's see if they can dial up something out of the playbook that's more effective than what they've had on the first 2 sets of 3rd downs. At least on their first 2 drives. Velasquez out of the shotgun. 1 running back to his left. 2 receivers to his left. 2 receivers to his right as well. Stacked receivers on the right. Ball is snapped. Knights bring pressure. Velasquez eludes. Looks like he will get up to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. As the Knights quickly gang tackle, looks led by number 7, Wilson Giffney, captain for the Knights. We've called his name many times tonight, and that'll bring up 4th and 10, and the Reapers will have to punt.
Coming into punt, number 82 is Julian Martinez. Dropping deep is number 3, Max Gagnon.
Number 3, Max Gagnon will be back for the kick. And the Reapers will have to punt. And there's a flag on the field. Possibly a delay of game. We'll see what the call is as the officials discuss. Oh, they're going to wave off the flag. Okay, so check that. We weren't sure what that was going to be. Either way, it's a non-issue. We're back to 4th and 9 as Reapers will be kicking from their own 35-yard line. Good snap. Kick end over end. Looks like that's going to be received by number 3 as he goes to the 40, to the 45. And about midfield where he's knocked out of bounds, that's number 3, Max Gagnon. Looks like that was about a 25-yard punt with about a 9-yard return. And again, the Knights have the luxury of starting pretty much at midfield. And they are 51 yards away from pay dirt. We'll see what they dial up this time. 8 minutes left in the first half. 21-0 Kaneland. It's been all Kaneland so far. Ball snapped. Fake handoff. Play action. by Smith. Looks like he's going deep. He's got it, number 9, Colton Dahl, who's tackled after a huge gain down to the 15-yard line. Looks like that'll be a 33-yard gain by Smith. Huge catch by Dahl. That may be his 4th or 5th. He's having himself a game this evening. And the Knights are back in the red zone at 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line of the Reapers. Reapers so far have no answers for this explosive Knight offense. Smith out of the gun, McIntyre to his right, hands the ball off to McIntyre, who goes up the middle to the second level and may have enough yards for the first down. We'll see where he's brought down. Spotted inside the 10. Jernigan with the tackle for the Reapers. So it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 7-yard line. As the Reapers are the Knights are knocking on the end zone door yet again. Smith gets the snap, hands off to Matt. Fakes it, calls his own number on the, and looks like, will he have enough for the touchdown? Is he in? He squeaks into the left end of the end zone for a touchdown. That's a 7-yard touchdown run by Smith. His 4th total touchdown today, 2 through the air, 2 on the ground. It's now 27-0, Kaneland Knights. Joe Smith may have an average name, but it looks like he's anything but average when it comes to the quarterback position, as he is leading his troops down the field at will against the Reapers. Matarangas in for the extra point. Snap is true. The kick is up on the way. That's his 4th extra point. And the Kaneland Knights go up 4 scores as it is now 28-0, as Kaneland has scored on 4 touchdowns on 4 possessions. A 37-yard Smith touchdown pass for the first touchdown. A 4-yard run by Smith right up the middle after he bobbled the ball on the snap for a quick score. A 24-yard pass to number 3, Max Gagne. And now a 7-yard scamper to the left for Smith. Puts up his 4th touchdown, 4 extra points, and the Knights are quickly up 28-0. As they come back out, Matarangas comes out for the kick. Looks like the Reapers will send back the usual suspects, number 3, Pere, and number 80, Sebastian Estrada, as they will wait to return a kick and hopefully spark this offense.
Estrada and Pere back deep for the Reapers. Keying up number 3, Matarangas. Check that, number 2, Matarangas.
Number 2, Matarangas sets up, and the kick is off. Looks like that's going to Estrada. He'll take it back at the goal line, and he stepped back, so that'll be, thought that was going to be a,
About the 2-yard line, number 80, Estrada takes the ball up.
sure if that was going to be a touchback, but they did let him get out of the bounds. It looks like he did not step back in the end zone, so he brings the ball out to the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Reapers.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's a 17-yard run back by number 80, Sebastian Estrada. Reapers come out desperate to trying to find some offensive continuity, get back in this game while it's still early. Ball snap, fake, handoff, and pressure's on, and Vasquez has nowhere to go.
On the sack, about the 12-yard line by number 78.
Looks like that was big number 78, John Davis, in on the sack. Huge loss for the Reapers.
Ball is spotted at the 12, a loss of 6.
That was a loss of 6, so it'll be 2nd down and 16 from the 16-yard line. As there's 6 minutes left before halftime, it's been all Kaneland Knights so far. 28 unanswered points, giving them a solid lead in this first half. Little mix up on the coverage there for the Knights, but they get in line. This ball's handed to Tony Lasea, number 34. He has nowhere to go as the Knights were practically in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Looks like that was number 10, Trevor Carlson. We've called his name a bunch of times on offense as well as defense, as the tight end slash defensive lineman was in on the tackle. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 24 from the Reaper 5-yard line. See if they can just get some positive yardage to have the punter have some space to kick. 6 on the clock. Ball snap. Velasquez runs to his left, looking for his tight end who has the ball and cannot hold on. Looks like that was off the fingertips of wide receiver junior Kevin Serio, who could not hold on to it. Good pressure by the Knights to not give Velasquez much time. That'll be the 4th punt for the Reapers.
Back in punt formation for the Reapers. Dropping deep, number 3 is Max Gagney for the Knights.
It's like that's number 3, Max Gagney for the Knights. Back about the Reaper 35-yard line, is out of the end zone. Quick kick. Kick is high. But the 35, Gagney will get it, goes up to the 30. Cuts back up the middle to the 30, to the 15. And he is tackled. It's a great punt return with some good yardage. Couple of juke moves. And they are down in business. That might even have them inside the red zone with 4.5 left in the half. Looks like that'll be at the 11-yard line of the Reapers. And again, wonderful field position, which has pretty much been only on the Reaper side of the field for the Knights, making easy scoring opportunities. This could be their 5th of the night. Ball snapped, handed off to McIntyre, who's churning his legs, but will meet too many Reapers to go too far there. Minimal gain.
A gain of 2 on the play inside the 10 to the 9. Called 2nd down and 8 for the Knights.
That 2-yard gain, it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Knights at the 9-yard line as they are in the red zone yet again. Looking to put their 5th touchdown in of the first half. Smith out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. Goes with the crossing pattern. Is almost picked off by the Reapers. Pass deflected by number 22, Sean Earwood, who almost had a pickoff and could have turned the field. Could not hold on to that fast pass on the slant. One of the Knight tight ends was the intended receiver. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down for the Knights. McIntyre goes in motion, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Smith goes back. He's got time, dumps a quick pass off. Looks like it'll be in for the touchdown. It looks like number 14, Sam Gagney, to join his brother, number 3, who scored earlier on a pass by Smith. 9-yard touchdown pass by Smith. His 5th total touchdown for the night, his 3rd touchdown pass. And it is now 34-0, all Kaneland in this first half. As the Knights line up for an extra point. Number 14, Sam Gagney with the touchdown. Kick is up, it's on the way, and it's good. And the Plano Reapers with no answer for the offensive firepower of the Kaneland Knights this evening, as the Knights go up 35-0. 5 touchdowns, 5 possessions. Could not be much more efficient than that. Reapers will talk with Coach Ponks and figure out just what they're going to be able to do to try to stir some offense up with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first half. They can march down and get any type of score, a field goal, touchdown would be wonderful as well. Any type of momentum to go into half would be good for the Reapers. We'll see as the music here is blasting, trying to get the crowd into it. Hopefully the Reapers offense gets moving as well. We'll see number 3, Angel Pere, and number 80, Sebastian Estrada, back for the kick from number 2, Adrius Matarangas. Toe to ball. It's like that's caught by Estrada. He goes to the 10, up to the 15, runs into his own teammate and then tries to spin off where he can't get much further than that. Couldn't even make it out to the 20-yard line. It looks like it'll be about the 17 or 18-yard line. We'll see where that's marked. It looks like it's the 18-yard line where the Reapers will take on their 5th possession of the evening. And if we look at field position so far, the best field position the Reapers have had so far is their own 24-yard line. They've had possessions on their 24, on their 20, on their 21, and twice now on the 18-yard line. Field position game not in favor of the Reapers so far this evening. 1st and 10. Velasquez stamps the pass where it's just out of the hands. Intended receiver was number 13, Carrion William. Couldn't hold on to it. Little fast of a pass, but it was hit the hand, so it was catchable, but he just couldn't pull it in. Bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Knights line up only 3 defensive linemen. They can have the luxury of putting many defenders in the backfield. In the secondary, pass is thrown weakly, and it looks like that might be picked off, and it is. That's number 27, Caleb Barron-Clow. Is intended for number 13, Cameron William. And that turnover does not help the cause, as the Plano Reapers have no answer for the Kaneland defense nor the Kaneland offense this evening. So the Kaneland Knights will take over at the Reaper 45-yard line, again on the positive side of the field, where they've started out at the Reaper 41, 40, and now 35-yard line, as well as the 11-yard line. So they've had great field position all evening. Fake handoff. Oh, no, it is handed off to the right. And that's McIntyre, who will get 10, maybe 11 yards. And that'll move the sticks once again as we go probably under 3 minutes before half.
It looks like we have a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play. I did hear a whistle. Looks like that is be holding on the Knights. So that'll negate that 10-yard run and move them back 10 yards to part of the field the Knights might not be familiar with, which is the 45-yard, their own 45-yard line. Looks like that was holding on number 78, John Davis, who had a sack earlier today on the defensive side. It'll be 1st and 20 from the Knight 45-yard line. We'll see if they can try to generate any more offense with about 3 minutes left in the half. Out of the shotgun, ball's handed off to McIntyre. He gets up to about midfield where he's met and dropped by 3 Reapers. Looks like that was number 40, senior linebacker Omar Nunez. That 6-yard gain will make it 2nd and 14 due to the holding penalty that made it 1st and 20. On the positive side of the field once again for the Knights. Ball snapped. More McIntyre's is handed off, and he goes up the middle.
24 McIntyre again up the middle for a
Another relatively solid gain, 6 or 7 yards, as he just keeps eating up chunks and chunks of yards against this Reaper defense that cannot seem to stop him. Looks like that was number 40 Nunez as well as number 55 Adrian Rocha, the senior, with the tackle. Brings up 3rd and manageable, especially since it was 1st and 20. It's 3rd and 8. Handoff up the middle. McIntyre goes to his right and is close to first down, but it looks like he's going to be slightly short. That was number 42, Eric Navarez, senior linebacker. As it's 4th and 4 as they're under 2 minutes, and they are going to go for it. Coach Pat Ryan wants his Knights to try to score one more time. We'll see what they do here. Smith tries to get him to jump. They do jump, but there's no contact, and they jump back, so no penalty there. Ball's handed off up the middle to McIntyre. He tries to squeak and squirm. Does he have enough of those legs trained to get the first down? It'll be really close. We may have our first visit from the chain gang this evening. Let's see where they mark that officially.
That is the call. It is Reaper's ball.
Oh, it is short. It is about half a yard short, so they turn it over on downs. A gamble worth taking it with a 35-0 lead and about 80 seconds left in the half. So turnover on downs. And the Reapers will have the ball at their own 36-yard line with 78 seconds left. Good second effort by McIntyre. He's racked off nothing but chunks of yards, but not enough to get the first down, and maybe this is the momentum the Reapers need before the end of the half. Reapers have all 3 timeouts, 1st and 10. Ball snap, handed off, going nowhere is Lisea, the running back. As Lisea, one of the leading rushers in the area with 238 yards this season as well as 3 touchdowns, having a very rough time getting any type of traction this evening against the Knight front line that has been relatively dominant this whole first half, and in the backfield way too much for Alex Velasquez's liking. We're under 40 seconds. We'll see if the Reapers are going to get 1 or 2 more plays, and we'll see if they will run out the clock or they're going to try to go for any type of Hail Mary play here. Ball snap. Corners come up. Fake handoff. Velasquez goes to run, has nowhere to go as number 36 comes storming in. That's Connor Collins. The linebacker tackles him for minimal gain. And my thought is that the Reapers are going to just let the clock run out in the first half. Forget that this occurred and come out the second half with a different plan of attack, hopefully something more effective. 5 touchdowns by the Kaneland Knights in the first half, 2 in the second quarter, 3 in the first quarter, 5 total touchdowns for Joe Smith. We'll be back for second half action with Fox Valley Television. I'm Jim Nowak. Welcome back to Fox Valley Television second half action. Friday Night Lights Kaneland Knights, Plano Reapers, second half action. First half has been all Kaneland Knights, scoring on 5 of their 6 possessions in the first half, other than a late 6th possession where they had a turnover on downs, 5 touchdowns, 3 through the air, 2 on the ground. Domination by the Knights in the first half. Plano hoping to bounce back in the second half, get a spark as they'll receive the second half kickoff. They won the toss and deferred to the second half, hoping that they can put the first half in the rearview mirror and get going in the second half. Looks like back to receive the kick will be number 16, Alex Rodriguez. Oh, I take that back. He is an up man. Number 3, Angel Pere is back, as well as number 80, Sebastian Estrada. For the Knights, number 2, Andreas Metarengas will be kicking off from the north side of the field to the south to start the second half. Knights leading 35-0, and away we go. Ball is kicked. Caught and up to the 10, to the 15, out to the 20, and down the sideline. If he can avoid the kicker, he's got room to run. He goes down to the 43-yard line. Estrada, number 80, with a huge kickoff return, and maybe that's the spark they need with the best field position this evening so far for the Reapers. Looks like they'll start about their own 40-yard line. We'll see where that's officially spotted. Maybe that's the spark. Just maybe that's the spark the Reapers needed to get themselves back in this second half. It'll be the 43-yard line where the Reapers will take over. They're by far the best field position of the night, as they've pretty much started on average about their 22-yard line or maybe their 20-yard line. We'll see if the offense can get some continuity and get moving in the second half. Velasquez out of the gun. Ball is snapped, handoff up the middle. Lisea gets about a yard or two. That's Licia, number 34. Tony Licia. Number 7, Wilson Giffney, called his name a lot in the first half. Defensive lineman for the Knights. He's been all over the field, one of the team captains for the Knights. Another tackle there. Licia looks like he's coming to the sideline, favoring the leg a little bit. We'll see if he's okay as he comes to the sideline. Velasquez out of the shotgun with a new Reaper running back to his left. We'll see who that is. Knights press, balls handed off. Very little room as it's number 7, Wilson Gaffney. Isaac Lazarus, number 6, comes in to spell Lisea. Minimal gain. Looks like that might even be a 2-yard loss. It'll make it 3rd and 13 from the 40-yard line, as Plano has yet to be able to click on all cylinders on offense this evening. Third and long as they go triple option to the left, where they have 3 tight running backs almost lined up like tight ends and 1 wide receiver to the right. Ball snap. Velasquez goes back, looks for one of those wide receivers. Caught at the 40, moves up to about the 43-yard line. Will be minimal gain. Looks like that was number 11, Josh Padilla, with the sophomore with the reception. Looks like that's about a 4-yard gain. Will bring it up to about the 43-yard line, almost the line of scrimmage. Maybe it's the 44. Either way, it's 4th and long. Would not be surprised if Coach Ponks will be going for it here, seeing the score. But looks like they're going to do a shift in a change of mind last second, as the punting unit will come on. And Martinez will come in to punt for the Reapers. Nobody back for the Knights. They're wondering if they're expecting maybe a fake punt here. Clock down to 2. Ball is snapped at 1. Kick is off, and there's nobody back there to receive this. This is going to have a Reaper roll, and maybe they'll play the field position game as it's downed at the 20-yard line, where the Knights will have their first possession of the second half,
Where Kaneland will begin first.
up 5 scores, 35-0. Knights coming out in their very similar to Raiders uniform with the white jerseys, black numbers, and silver helmets. Smith comes out for his first set of the second half. Ball's handed off. Looks like that's McIntyre, who runs and gets to the second level and is very close to a first down yet again.
On the stops, number 20 is Rodriguez.
That is number 20, Rodriguez, with the tackle. Gabe Rodriguez, the senior, one of the Reaper captains. Enough to get a first down was McIntyre as he ran off many chunks of yards in the first half, probably nearing the 100-yard mark already as we're early in the third quarter. Joe Smith goes out of the backfield. 3 wide receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Looking downfield, it's pressured, has to dump the ball off, and the pass is a little high to his intended receiver, number 17, Ian Deal. Can't hold on to it, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Knights dominant in the first half on the offensive side. Colton Dowell, many receptions. 5 total touchdowns for Smith, 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. The Reapers creep up a little bit, put many in the box. Ball's handed off to McIntyre. He runs to his right and gets to the second level again. Another solid chunk of yards. Looks like that's 7 to 8 yards. Looks like that'll be 7. Will bring up 2nd and 7. Actually, check that. Make that 3rd down if there was an incompletion. So it's 3rd and 5 from the 36-yard line for the Knights. 3rd and short. Ball's handed off to McIntyre. He goes up the middle, pumping his legs, trying to get to that first down marker. Very close. We'll see where that's spotted. Solid push by the offensive line, trying to get him to the first down marker. And it looks like the referees will be calling enough for a first down, so the Knights will continue to move the ball, and the momentum's been solid for them all evening on the offensive side of the ball, doing as they choose, it seems so far. First down from the 42-yard line for the Knights. Double wide receivers on both sides. Play action. Knight going deep to his left. And the ball is incomplete, intended for number 3, Max Gain. Good coverage by number 21, Nathan Jernigan, the senior defensive back. Going for pay dirt again was Smith. That's incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line for the Knights. Senior Joe Smith having himself a great evening so far. He calls his own number, goes up the middle, gets to the second level, and he will have enough yardage. It looks like that's 11 yards, enough for a first down to move the chains. So passing as well as rushing, Joe Smith extremely effective tonight. Another first down for the Knights as they are on the plus side of the field at the Reaper 48-yard line. Ball snapped, handed off to McIntyre, who keeps running and churning and keeps those legs pumping, gets more than a first down and actually gets close to 20 yards. And check that, that is number 25, Evan Hogan, checking in to spell McIntyre. He wants to get into the fun as well, as both are in the backfield. Number 25, Hogan, with about a 20-yard run to make it 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line as the Knights are on the cusp of the red zone again. Smith out of the gun, bobbles the snap, falls right on it before 3 Reapers land on him, so they'll keep possession. No change of possession. There's only been 1 change of possession, a turnover by the Reapers this evening. That'll be 2-yard, maybe 3-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 13 from the 26-yard line for the Knights. Two wide receivers to the left, two running backs in the backfield, one to the right. Ball's handed off up the middle. Looks like that's number 24, McIntyre, running for another 6 to 8 yards, as he's been a very common theme this evening with him, as he's been eating chunks of yardage all evening. Brings up 3rd and 6 from the 20-yard line for the Knights. Third down has been very effective for the Knights. Ball's handed off to Hogan. He goes up the middle. May have enough yards for the first down. We'll see how that's marked. Might be a yard or two short, as he's inside the 20-yard line. Rodriguez with the tackle. Ball is officially spotted at the 15-yard line, and no question about decision for Pat Ryan, as he says, Knights, we're going for a first down here, or pay dirt. 4th and 2. Ball's handed off up the middle of McIntyre. Looks like he may have enough for the first down, as he's down close to the 10-yard line. Number 55, Adrian Rocha, the senior, with the tackle. They'll call it about the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Knights. Long marching drive, as they've had this from their own 20-yard line. They've moved 60 yards so far, or 70 yards so far, and looking for the final 10 to put in their 6th touchdown tonight if they can. Ball snapped, handed off to McIntyre. He breaks through. He's close to the end zone. He may have gotten in. Let's see. Down about the 2-yard line, McIntyre. Another solid run. Looks like that's number 20, Gabriel Rodriguez, as well as Martinez, in on the tackle. Actually, mark that the 9, so it's a 9-yard run. It's 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line, maybe 1.5-yard line. Smith in the backfield with Hogan and McIntyre. We'll see how this plays out. Snap is low, handed off to McIntyre. He barrels through for a touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run by McIntyre. Looks like there's a late flag on the field, so before we call this a touchdown, let's see what it's called here. Knight offense walking off the field, so it looks like they're thinking it's on the Reapers. Let's see what the call is. As Bob Gippert comes out to say it's unsportsmanlike conduct on the Reapers. That'll be assessed on the kickoff. So more insult to injury, as the touchdown from McIntyre brings the score to 41-0.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 20 on the defense.
As that's the call.
On the succeeding kickoff, touchdown is good.
Touchdown is good. It's number 20, Gabe Rodriguez, with the unsportsmanlike conduct, as frustrations are probably setting in, knowing it's 41-0 at home. Tough for the Reapers here. Matarangas for the extra point. Snap is up, it's good. Kick is on the way, and the 6th extra point for Matarangas gives them another 7. And the Knights are now up 42-0 over the Reapers at Reaper Field here in Plano, Illinois. So Coach Ponks is probably just talking to the troops, trying to keep them motivated, working on executing some offensive plays that'll get them just a little bit of offense going to get this offense sparked, gets them confidence back, and get them rolling. As always, number 80, Sebastian Estrada, and number 3, Angel Pere, are back.
Estrada and 3 Pere drops deep again for the Reapers.
Matarangas comes out to kick from the Reaper side of the field, the 45-yard line, as it appears the Knights have been on the Reaper side of the field all evening. with that penalty will be no different than it has been all evening. So they'll be kicking off at the Reaper 45. I would be surprised if we do not see a touchback here. Maybe a squib kick might be a thought. We'll see what Matarangas has in mind. And he goes full leg, and this will go way into the end zone, actually out of the back of the end zone. Plano's ball will be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. We'll see if they can march down the field and generate some offenses. It's been a premium to get any movement for the Reapers this evening. The Kaneland Knights defensive line has been quite stout, as well as the secondary, covering almost everything. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter. 42-0 Knights. Velasquez from the shotgun. Hands up the middle, and gets minimal gain. That was number 6, Isaac Lazart, who's in. Tackled by number 7, Wilson Giffney. Loss of 3 makes it 2nd down and 13 for the Reapers. Knights line up in a 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Ball snapped and thrown high, almost picked off by number 18, Carter Lentz. Estrada was the intended receiver. That was thrown high, incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Reapers were only able to generate 31 yards of rushing last week, and they're lost and having some struggles again tonight. Out of the gun. Ball snap. 3 wide receivers to the left. As pressure, and the ball is fumbled, and it looks like Velasquez was sack stripped, and then it was recovered. Looks like that was by number 88 for the Knights. That's Ethan Fazia, the senior linebacker. And he picks that up inside the 10-yard line. We'll see where that's officially marked. And that's actually a turnover, the 2nd turnover for the Reapers tonight. And that'll put the ball at the 3-yard line of the Reapers for the Knights. So the struggles for the Reaper offense just continues as the strong defense for the Knights has proved quite much. New quarterback for the Knights in number 12 is Cole Pugh. He calls his own number, keeps it himself, and may fall in for a touchdown. He does. He gets a 3-yard run. Just recently inserted number 12, Cole Pugh, with a 3-yard touchdown run. And that seems like that'll be the night for Joe Smith, as he's accounted for 5 touchdowns. And another touchdown here by the Knights expands their lead to 48-0 with Matarangas on for the extra point. Ball is snapped, kick is true and through the uprights. And we're under a minute in the third quarter as the Knights have left off the same spot they did in the first half. 6 possessions, 5 touchdowns, 2 possessions in the second half. Very opportunistic second one from the 3-yard line of the Reapers. 2 touchdowns. And with about a minute left in the third quarter, it's all Knights 49-0. Knights have been a solid program for a while. They were 7-3 last year and made the playoffs. They lost to Cary Grove in the first round. Plano 5-5 last year, 4-1 in conference. Kaneland's just been too strong tonight, have too many weapons that the Reapers just cannot stop. Estrada and Perret back for the kickoff. Number two, Matarangas for another kickoff, his third of the second half. He's been a busy guy. Here's the kick. That's caught by Perret. Looks like he ran into his own guy. He's not going to get a lot of yards out of that. Looks like he's down about the 15-yard line. We'll see if he gets up from. See, looks like he was shook up a little bit for that collision with his teammate, but he's okay. And the Reapers will come out on offense with their third possession of the second half. Looks like that'll be marked at about the 14-yard line. It looks like that'll be the final play of the third quarter, as the Kaneland Knights put up another 2 touchdowns and take a 49-0 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll be back for fourth quarter action after this. Welcome back to fourth quarter action, Fox Valley Television. Thank you for letting us in to enjoy a football game from your couch. All Kaneland Knights so far in this game, 49-0, as they have scored 7 times against the Reapers. Not the homecoming that the Reapers were hoping for, but homecoming will be next week for the Reapers as they take on Sandwich. It's the War on 34, as they call it. That'll be next week. We'll be back at Reaper Field as the Planos take on Sandwich for homecoming. 1st and 10 for the Reapers at their 10-yard line. Ball snap, pitch to the right. Running back gets 5-6 yards. Looks like that was number 6 again, Isaac Lazaret, for a decent gain. It'll be 2nd and short. Looks like that'll be at the 19-yard line. It's like number 34, Tony Lucia, has not been back in the game in the third quarter. I'm wondering if he did hobble off a little early, if there's a leg injury he may have. We'll see how that goes. Velasquez pitches. Goes to its left. It's a sweep. That's number 6, Lazarus. Looks like he may have enough yards for a first down as he gets to about the 25, maybe 26-yard line. It's the first down of the second half for the Reapers. They've not called that much tonight, but they got one there, and hopefully this will be the momentum that gets them downfield. First and 10 from the 19. On the snap, pitch to the right. Lazarus got no place to go is number 26. Abe Guerrero, the outside linebacker, not fooled on that play, just waiting for him practically in the backfield. No gain on that one, possibly a loss of a yard.
Down and 18 for the Reapers.
Bringing up second down. So second and 18 for the Reapers. Back at the shadow of their own end zone. Hoping to get some momentum, hoping to get some continuity going. There's a whistle, and the first timeout of the second half for the Reapers is called. As Coach Ponks did not see something he was happy with. And that'll stop the clock with 9 minutes and 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All Kaneland Knights so far is Kaneland looking for their 5th victory of the season. Again, they were 7-3 last year. They've won 7 games each of the last 2 seasons. They are on a 2-game road winning streak. They've won 3. They are 3-0 on the road this year, and they have scored 42 points in their past 2 games and eclipsed that total tonight with 7 touchdowns with a 49-0 score. It's been all Kaneland. We'll see as they're trying to keep pace with Morris and Sycamore as well as LaSalle Peru, all teams that are ahead of them in the Interstate 8 standings. Morris and Sycamore playing tonight, so one of those 2 teams will have their second loss and probably their first loss in conference. With Kaneland relatively solid here, they will be right in the mix at the top of the conference of the Interstate 8. Out of the gun, wide receiver in motion. Velasquez rolls to his left. Looking, he's got a receiver. Great defensive coverage as he was aiming for number 1, Xavier Padilla. Number 25, Abe Guerrero, had a great stop on the run, had a great defensive play there on the pass. Great coverage, breaks up the pass. 3rd down and long for the Reapers. Great coverage again by number 26, Abe Guerrero. Stride for stride with the wide receiver Padilla, not getting him any room to separate, and was able to get a hand up and knock that ball free. That coverage was about a yard back. Padilla might still be running for the touchdown right here. Velasquez out of the gun on 3rd down. Whistles fly, and we'll see what happens here.
Timeout, Plano.
Looks like there was a second timeout. Interesting, a second timeout called in about a minute, where we had no timeouts at all in the first half called by either team. A quick second timeout here called with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Again, it's been all night. Joe Smith with a great night. 5 total touchdowns, 3 by pass, 2 by rushing. Finding lots of various receivers. Both Gagne's both Gagne, Max as well as Sam on touchdown passes, 2 rushing touchdowns. Kaneland's done everything they wanted to on offense this evening. Reapers have just been the opposite. They've had struggles moving the ball all evening with only a couple first downs to note, and facing a 3rd and 18 here from their own 17-yard line. Ball snap. Velasquez rolls out to his right. He's got a receiver across the middle, but it's
Complete.
thrown in front and incomplete.
Number 13, Williams.
Looks like that was number 13, Cameron William, who he missed on that, and that'll bring up 4th and long. Reapers will be punting with under 8.
82 Martinez in punt formation for Plano. No one deep for the Knights.
Reapers punting, missing one lineman, hustling out there to make sure that they're ready. One of the 3 back linemen, very important to make sure they have all those guys there. Nobody back for the Knights to receive this kick. Kick is up, it gets to about the 40 of the positive roll to the 50, to the 45. Looks like it'll be down to about the 41-yard line
The 41-yard line of the Knights
of the Knights.
by number 99, Serio.
That was down by number 99, Kevin Serio.
They'll begin first and 10 from that spot.
And the Knights will take over at their own 41-yard line. Their 3rd possession of the second half. Smith out for the night, it appears, as number 12, Cole Pugh, has come in to play quarterback. McIntyre's had a bunch of yards, number 24. Looks like number 25, Hogan, has had some as well. It looks like they'll bring in a new running back. That's Corey Phillips, number 30, the sophomore, getting some experience. Out of the shotgun. Running back in motion is number 80, Rocco Bastone. Looks like he'll get
On the carry, number
5, maybe
80
7 yards.
is Ballstone.
We'll see where that's officially marked. It's a gain of 7.
Yard line.
It'll make it 2nd and 3.
23, Luca Shanesy. Second down, 3.
2nd down and 3. Looked like that was Lucas Russell with the tackle. 2nd and 3. High snap, ball still handed off. Nice recovery by the quarterback. Handed off to number 30, Corey Phillips. Nice play by Cole Pugh to keep that ball from going over his head. Got the handoff. Cole Pugh got about a yard or 2, but not much on that.
57, Daniel Nunez.
Look, maybe it might have even been a loss of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 from the 47-yard line for the Knights. Slow and methodical now with this large lead. Looks like number 31, McGuire Grabowski, is also in at wideout. Ball's handed off to Phillips, who goes up the middle. Looks like he's going to be close to a first down, maybe midfield, might be about a yard short. We'll see where that's marked.
On the stop, number 57 is Daniel Nunez.
Number 57, Daniel Nunez, the junior lineman,
Brings up 4th down.
among other Reapers, were down to keep it from being a first down. Looks like number 47,
Kaneland drops it.
Connor Bortoff, will come in for his first kick of the night,
Punting is number 47.
as the Knights
Power
actually have been stopped on their set of downs. They'll have to punt. 4.5 minutes left in the game. Kick is high, relatively short, curving, but takes a night bounce. It looks like that'll be about down at the 22-yard line,
Ball is 22, where Plano will take over first and 10.
where Plano will take over 1st and 10. Coach Pox sends out the team for their 4th possession of the second half. Seeing if they can work some good offensive plays so they'll be ready for next week. Get their rhythm back, as they've been stifled pretty much all evening by the Knights. Fake handoff, play action. Velasquez goes back. He's pressured. He runs to his right. Gets the pass off, but the pass is too high. Intended receiver was Padilla. Incomplete on that high pass. which will bring up second down.
Second down.
Good coverage by the Knights there. Looks like that was number 25, Evan Hogan, running back who got some chunks of yards earlier this evening, showing both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Solid play there. Looks like the Knights have brought in their second team on defense as well. Out of the gun. Ball's handed off. Looks like that's Lazarette. He goes down to his right. Looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. Is a nice run. Isaac Lazarette, enough for a first down. And they move the chains for a Reaper first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line for the Reapers. Looks like that was about a 12-yard gain. Solid run there by Isaac Lazarette. Churning those legs, keeping moving down the right side of the field. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lazarette in the back, gets the handoff, goes up the middle, breaks through, goes to the second level, and he will get about a solid gain of 6 yards, maybe 7. Number 42, Adrian Watkiss with a tackle. That's the junior linebacker. Solid play there. Plays defensive back as well. Out of the gun once again. Yep, ball's handed off. Lazarette dodges one guy. Looks like he'll be tackled as he is run out of space by number 51, Joey Swift. Excellent name for a linebacker. It's a great play, Joey Swift. Flag is on the play. We'll see what the call is. It may have been holding on the Reapers. We'll see.
Block in the back on the offense. The penalty is declined, 3rd down.
So block in the back was the call. Was not holding. Nonetheless, that penalty is declined. 40 seconds left in the game. Probably the last play for the Reapers. 3rd and 4.
Hey, if anybody's hungry on the way home, I guess there's half-price sandwiches in the concession stand.
Ball snap. Pitch to Lazarette. He goes to his right. He breaks free and gets enough for the first down to midfield. It's not going to be enough, as it's been all Kaneland this evening, as they have
With the score, Kaneland Knights 49, your Reapers 0.
they have been dominant all evening from start to finish on offense as well as defense. 49-0 is the final here at Reaper Field. Thank you for tuning in to Fox Valley Television. We want to thank the crew, Joey, Victor, producer, Mike Reynolds. Feel free to tune in for our next broadcast, which again will be the War on 34, Plano and Sandwich. That'll be Plano's homecoming. Please tune in. My name is Jim Nowak. Thank you for tuning in to Fox Valley Television and making us part of your evening. Be good, everyone.